Welcome. I am John Halcyon Stinn, and I am thrilled, I'm excited, I'm honored, I'm really happy that we get to spend this moment together. Today's topic is Redefine Billionaire. Jason Silva made a recent video where he talked about how the new definition of billionaire should not be one who accumulates billions in the bank, but should be one who works to help a billion people. I love this. This is so awesome. Jason Silva is amazing. He does tons of great work online and on TV. You can see his show Shots of Awe and Brain Games. Look him up if you're not familiar. He is doing incredible work, and he's a beautiful voice for the people of the universe. So I absolutely love this idea because I think that it is just like 2 steps ahead of the zeitgeist of our culture. We as a culture are starting to really tune in with that idea that there is more than the measuring sticks that we've had for most of our lives or we've been raised with. The idea of acquisition, the idea of accumulation, the idea of filling ourselves up as a measure of success is feeling shallow, as it should. And we're starting to have idea of multiple metrics and multiple measuring sticks and multiple ways of defining success. And over and over again, people keep coming back to the idea of purpose, the idea of service. This is so exciting. This is what Jason Silva said. He said, "The hashtag RedefineBillionaire campaign is an inspirational call-out for a new definition of success, an antidote to the mindset of ridiculing ourselves for fame that will galvanize our thinking to make the world a better place." Oh. So, and you see this kind of philosophy coming out in this new workforce. There's all this literature and writing now about how millennials, as they're entering the workforce, they're not looking for a job that just fills their bank account. They're looking for occupations, vocations, paths that fill their heart, their sense of purpose. And so employers and corporations, even if, what they were formed to do is create wealth and abundance of financial means, they now have to shift to a pursuit of heart-centered means just to acquire the quality talent. And more companies are finding that they can do both. And as a population, as a buying, voting workforce, I'm buying/voting, meaning as we purchase things, we are making a vote for what we want in the world. So as we purchase something that has a element of charity to it, that has an element of sustainability, that has an element of consciousness to it, we are voting for more of that in the world. We are telling the corporations out there, this is what we want, and they will respond to the market. That's how capitalism works. It's that dialogue. So this next step of redefining billionaire is a beautiful evolution for capitalism. One of the beautiful things about Burning Man is that it teaches you how awesome it is to be of service, how wonderful it feels to be giving. The gifting principle kind of shifts you out of that mindset of, well, I live transactionally. I give so that I can get. Because that's not fulfilling. And too many of the billionaires of the world, I think, have that transactional philosophy. And so that's why they're so winning, that's why they're acquiring, because how could you let go of what you've acquired unless you get something out of it? And that's how the gifting principle and Burning Man and this new worldview where you feel connected to one another allows us to redefine billionaire. Because what they get in return is a sense of fulfillment, righteousness, purpose, and that is priceless. Now, I'm not saying there isn't, an element of desire to do good in rich people. I absolutely believe that, at our hearts, all of us want to be that. Elon Musk and Gates, and there's so many of people in the news now of people that are trying to use their wealth for good. But sometimes I wonder, I know how good I feel when I give. And I think, like, if I had $1 billion, why wouldn't I just walk around with 1,000 20s every morning and just hand them out. It wouldn't mean anything to me, but it would bring joy to everyone I saw, and then that joy would make me feel good. Not doing it to be charitable, not doing it because, you're a good person, doing it because you selfishly want to feel good. You want to feel better. I know that every time I do something nice, I feel like, oh, I feel better from the result of that act of kindness I did than I ever could have if I was trying to make myself feel better. It's why I suggest that we have a kindness budget. Set aside a little bit of money every month, every week, that you have budgeted to just give away. Not to panhandlers, but to just random somebody who's next to you in line, or somebody you're walking, is looking at something in the window and just buy it for them, or just break that model so that you start to feel that joy of giving. It might be a little while before you qualify to be one of the new billionaires, but you will feel that pricelessness, that thing that connects you to other people when you stop the transactional separation of like, what can I do for me to feel better? What can I do for me to feel more secure? What can I do for me to feel more powerful? But instead go, wow, there's billions of opportunities here to do kind acts, and in doing so, make myself feel better, feel happier, feel more joyous. And so, yay for these new billionaires. Yay for people that are starting to wake up and get it. And whether you need to go to Burning Man to figure it out, whether Jason Silva's video helps click something, I hope more and more people start to wake up to what true wealth is, which is making a difference, lightening people's burden, bringing joy to others' lives. That is, at the end of the day, at the end of a life, what is going to make you go, I'm a wealthy person. I have used my energy for things that matter. I've made a difference. Not just making a difference in terms of growth, making a difference in terms of healing. There's a difference. Now, the other thing I was going to say is that you don't have to wait till you're a billionaire to be this kind of wealthy. Anytime we can start to think of ourselves as having extra resources, or the ability to do kindness, the ability to better someone else's life, that puts us into the realm of abundant. You don't have to be a billionaire, you don't have to be a millionaire, you don't have to have any money in the bank. You can just start to see what your gifts are and give them. Now, it does take resources to positively affect 1 billion people, so far be it for me to demonize commerce or capitalism, but by shifting the perspective of the way that we look at how we use resources, away from just acquisition, growth, traditional success, and into helping, healing, fixing, elevating, then we have a class of rich that we can admire, that we can aspire to while we help one another. So, right now I am feeling like a wealthy man. Thank you, Jason Silva, for starting this dialogue and nudging this idea towards the population. May we all act as billionaires and make the world a better place for everybody. Or if not that, just the person who's right next to you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for spreading your light. Thank you for your richness. I love you.